Tell me you've been catfished without telling me you've been catfished. I was going to do this video with some wine. I was like, that would not be appropriate. It's increasingly sounding more and more appropriate as I continue through this house. I feel like as a kid this was more fun. Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I feel like a news anchor and I'm kind of living for it. Not that I've ever wanted to be one, but because we are doing something so exciting and I have a table in front of me. We are building a gingerbread house. Now, you might be thinking this does not go with your theme at all, and rest assured, it has crossed my mind 1.5 million times, and that's what I get for buying a gingerbread house on December 15th. Demand for aesthetically pleasing gingerbread houses are high and supply is low. So we got a peppermint one, and I'm also going through parosomia. Basically, don't know what it is. Peppermint just tastes and smells like absolute crap. Also, everything has like an aura of something burning and smoky, so that's also fun. I love that I get to deal with that. In the most wonderful time of the year for Christmas peppermint cinnamon smells. But that's not why we're here. We're not here to complain. We're here to decorate this gingerbread house. So I did want kind of a aesthetically pleasing gingerbread house to decorate, but the problem was they were all sold out, so it was the red and white one that we got. It was also the only one that came pre-built. I've never built a gingerbread house, but I've seen a lot of people build them and have traumatic stories about it, and I'm not about to do that when I'm already under a decent amount of stress. I think the biggest struggle for me right now is trying to get this tape off. I'm gonna change this video title to Brianna struggling to open a gingerbread house for like 5 minutes. Okay. Tell me you've been catfished without telling me you've been catfished. My gingerbread house doesn't come pre-made. What is this? This is not funny. Is this supposed to be funny? Because I'm missing the joke here. Update, we are building a gingerbread house, then decorating. You know what? No, I think I'm gonna decorate, then build it. Are you kidding me? That's rude. That is so rude. Who made this? Bakery bling. You put a gingerbread house in this big box and you expect me to think I have to build it? There's also not a lot of decorations. I'm a little bit concerned about that. But, I mean, I'd get up, but every time I move in this chair, it sounds like it's dying, and I'm triggered every time I hear it squeak in pain. So I'm not gonna get up, but you get like 2 gingerbread men, and 2 like little house decorations. Ooh, this is what I like to call a huge mess that I'm going to get to clean up after this. You also get 4 peppermints and some beets. So, you know, not the most decorations, but, you know, can't complain. Actually, I can't complain because I thought this house was already built. While I decorate this house, I'm just going to, like, tell you guys a little bit about me. I don't think I've ever done that. I've posted enough videos, I feel like people have like a little bit of understanding. Yeah, I'm in college. That's all I am. So I got a paper plate. This is big enough for the house that I'm assuming I have to make now will sit on. So, and I also got toothpicks because I've seen a lot of like cookie decorating videos where they have like these little needle toothpicks where they spread out the icing. So that's exciting. We're gonna say this is the front, okay? These I'm gonna put like on the top of the roof, so I'm gonna set these aside. All right, so I'm just going, like, the box shows that the top of the roof is separated by the base of the house. Wait, no, the top of the roof is separated from the base of the house by some icing. So that's what we're going to do because we are not original. I also have to remember to save icing to put my house together. So a little bit about me. I'm in college. That's all that I know. That's what's about me. No, I'm gonna put some of these beads on. It looked like there were more like on the picture. I'm really kind of disappointed with the amount of decorations they give you. Like there's not a lot. I don't know. So I am in college. I'm in my 4th year. This is my 4th year, but I I will be graduating a semester late because I did change my major like my sophomore year from physiology pre-med to political science. I forgot what my major was for a hot second. So I hate politics, but it was like pretty close to physiology in terms of like major lists. And I just clicked on it and it showed that I was further along in that major than I was in physiology. So we changed our major. I think that's how all bad decisions are made, is whenever you change your major just because you're further along in it. I'm not passionate about politics, so I also don't know what I'm gonna do with politics. I wanna build houses. I'm over here complaining about building a gingerbread house. Yo, I think I'm gonna put a line like down the middle, like section. I don't know. I don't know why I'm talking like this is a tutorial. Like just don't. I'm tempted to go put this in the microwave. Like, can you microwave icing? It's like pretty solid, so it's not really molding to anything right. I'm just heating it up. I don't really know what I want to do for a living. Ultimately, I want to be a physician's assistant. That's really what I want to be. That's what I'm like. So my major's politics, but during the electives, I'm getting the needed prereqs to get into a PA school because PA schools don't require like a particular major. Just doing that, but honestly, it's going to be a long process. Like building this gingerbread house. I honestly kind of thought this video would be like too short. I was like, oh, I need to make it interesting. But honestly, I think it's gonna be too long. Life hack, just put the icing in your bra. Just like pray that you don't get icing on your shirt. So update, I gave up on the toothpick and I'm using my fingers. It's working significantly better. But now I have icing. I'm gonna get an old shirt that I just have laying on my floor conveniently. I have to wash it anyway, okay? It's fine. I was going to do this video with some wine. I was like, that would not be appropriate. It's increasingly sounding more and more appropriate as I continue through this house. Okay, so I put the sprinkles on in hopes that it makes everything look better. Because in all honesty, sprinkles really do cover up the mess that is underneath. Did you hear that? That is called planning ahead. Even though deep down, honestly, I thought this house was pre-built. So how far ahead can we plan? Successfully, rather. I hope you guys can see this. If you can't, that's good. Let's keep it that way. It looks like a mess. All right. Okay, so with this, this is kind of, it's like glass. It's weird, but it's like this little umbrella thing. I think I'm gonna like glue it above the door, but then also glue it on top of the door. That makes sense to kind of give it some dimension. It looks so bad. Honestly, it's getting better. I will say that I'm giving myself some credit. She is getting a better. This is a definite only look at one side type of house because, well, you can't tell based off the video so far. Thank you. All right, so now I'm gonna put like a little window here. This is kind of it. She's looking cute. I'm turning nothing into something. So I'm gonna kind of go with the vibe that my door is giving. Just have sprinkles on it because there's not any other sort of decoration that I can put on it. Christmas is my favorite holiday. So my favorite holiday in the world is Christmas. I love winter time. So in Oklahoma, so right now it is, holy Toledo, it's 79 degrees outside right now. Not even making that up. 79 degrees. But since the UV is so low in the winter time, it feels like almost chilly, if that makes sense. Like it's warm but not hot. Okay, so we kind of shaped the window a little bit. She's looking pretty cute. So I think what I want to do is put a gingerbread woman in front of the window and then put like window panes on it. Actually, you know what? I can put window panes on it and stick her to the actual window. She's a gingerbread woman because it's a mom and daughter business. That's the most logical thing in my head that this could be. This is not a house. I guess I'm thankful it comes with a mold. I was tempted to buy a house that was not pre-built, but then in my head I was like, oh no, that's just gonna be so much work. So I'm gonna put this little gingerbread man on the window. I'm loving this. Okay, So what I'm gonna do now, I love that this is like getting more exciting. Like the more I'm doing this, the more I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful. But I also have so many more panes back here I need to work on, and I'm using all the icing. I am gonna put the other gingerbread on the other side, but I'm not gonna put a window because I didn't size the door right. You know, I think I said, oh, I'm gonna put this line in the middle, but it really was not the middle. So I'm paying for that now. But we're just gonna put this other little gingerbread man on the other side of the door. That way they're like welcoming you. They're like, come in, look at our beautiful cafe. Well, it's fine. It's gonna go on my dusty dresser because I have nowhere else for it to go. So I'm gonna do the side of the house now, mostly because I don't know, like, ultimately how much decoration I have. I just wanna make sure I can get like the sides that are important. Like no one's gonna look at the back. So I'm just gonna outline the window that they already have a window on here that's outlined for you. Like, thanks, Queen. But I think that's pretty much all I'm gonna do on this window. I'm not really talking much about getting to know me. I don't know like anything interesting about me. I'm really not that interesting. Oh, I used to be in band. I was in band most of middle school and high school, actually. So I'm kind of going for like a modern aesthetic for the back of the house. You know, I want a house that the back of it has large windows. And, you know, even though this is a cafe, cafes can have large windows. Cafes do have large windows. Moral of my long story is that I used to be in marching band. I played the clarinet. I love how it all circles back. I'm usually not very great. You would not believe how many parts of a video I have to cut out because I never finish a point. This is not, you know, I feel like as a kid this was more fun. I'm trying to get back in the holly jolly spirit. Everything is just not going well. I think I said this earlier. I may have cut it out because I probably didn't make the point, but my brother might have COVID. So when I got COVID, I went to the doctors. I did not know it was COVID because I was not running a fever. I could smell and taste everything, but I was like, I had really bad sinus issues, and thankfully there wasn't anyone in the waiting room. So, and I wore a mask, which you have to wear masks in doctor's offices anyway, but I went in there and they're like, you might have COVID. I'm like, no sis, I don't. I'm not running a fever. I can smell and taste everything. Like, we're just gonna do a rapid test. And literally 15 minutes after I took the test, it came back positive. But my brother's test, whatever test he did, it's gonna take 1 to 2 days. And I'm like, did they take that long? I mean, it makes sense because when I went to Mexico, they had to do a COVID test. That test did take about 24 hours. So I guess that makes sense. But now we're not sure like how Christmas is gonna work. At the end of the day, if he's sick, he's not gonna be able to come over because my mom does have a weakened immune system. Christmas is gonna look a little weird this year for me and my mom. I think I've shown both dogs. I don't know if I have. I have 2 dogs. I have a black Yorkie Terrier. He's typically the one who's just always wanting to be in my lap. And then I have a gray Schnauzer Shih Tzu mix, a Schnauzer. We got her as a puppy like 7 or 8 years ago. Buster we adopted about 4 years ago. Okay. We're gonna add some dimension to it. That's what we'll do. Okay. This is gonna be the back of the house. No one's gonna see her. Now we are going to do the roof. I think I'm just gonna do like some lines, honestly. That's it. Maybe. They keep rolling up and causing twirls. I think I'm gonna do is just like heat it up a little bit, like warm it up, because it's a little bit solid. But I go to Oklahoma State University. Yeah. I used to live on campus, but when COVID hit, they really only gave you like an hour to move out. It was so much fun. I don't know if you've seen my room. I am an extra person. I had so much. I had a Pinterest dorm room, okay? And they gave us an hour to move out. Well, my camera battery died, so I just went ahead and finished the roofs. These are the roofs. I've got a lot of these left. I might go back through and like put in some more sprinkles, but as of right now, this is what we are working with. Clearly you can see the side we spent the most time on. But now what we need to do is put the actual house together. Okay, so right now what I'm doing very carefully, one-handedly, is putting this icing on to like stick it to this mold. All right, so I'm so nervous. Oh my God. I don't know how long it takes for it to dry. Okay, so to make sure it's balanced out, I'm gonna do the other back so that way like the weight is evenly distributed, if that makes sense. So now I'm just going to, I'm shaking so bad right now. This is not funny. Oh no, don't eat the gingerbread man. I dropped the gingerbread man, dang it, and my dog nearly ate him. Oh, okay, well, it's fine. So now I'm gonna do a window. Just do the same thing that I did on the other side. Now for the peppermints. We're gonna put the peppermints on this roof because maybe that'll help make sure the roof doesn't fall apart. All right, now I'm going to like try and fix up where some of the beads fell out. In all, I would say that this house is like 45% stable. Definitely not stable enough for me to just like leave it unattended for like an hour while it dries. Well, at least the house is still standing. I have to say it's lasting a lot longer than I was originally expecting. It's getting there. Like, it's not looking good. It's not looking bad. I definitely think I've made uglier things in my life. Ooh, I can put some snow on the peppermints because it's snowing in this area. So, you know, they need snow to make it look real. Does it look like snow? I think it doesn't. So this is the finished final product. I don't give it a 10 out of 10. I give my, you know, unique style a 10 out of 10. Like, we turned her into something. I don't know if it's good or not, but we did do something. It hasn't fallen, so that's a win in my book. But anyways, you guys, I hope you liked this video. The only thing I know about myself is that I'm in college and I don't know what my plans are in life. So, you know, I think we're on board with that. So if you like this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!